So, it was my birthday last week, and I'm now 20, and I really need to know, is there something I'm meant to be doing now? Am I meant to be this more mature, more grown-up, more sensible, more adult person? Am I just meant to all of a sudden want to, I don't know, settle down and start a family? There's all these things that I see, like, people around me, my peers, doing already, and I'm at university still trying to educate myself. Am I doing something wrong? Because right now I don't feel different from my 19-year-old self or my 18-year-old self or really my 17-year-old self. I don't actually feel like I've changed. To finish off, I'm going to try and answer Alex Day's annual YouTube survey. So, here goes. Just got to find it.
Tell us about your first kiss.
I assume by first kiss we're talking about like proper kissing and not just a peck on the cheek, because that really doesn't count. And if that is the case, then mine's kind of really sucky. It was just in a game of truth or dare when I was in year 7, which sucks. Yeah, so we were on our way back from a school trip to Woburn Safari Park. We decided to start playing Truth or Dare, and well, I think the rest is kind of fairly obvious. So yeah, go me. The girl it was with though turned out to be one of my best friends through like the entirety of secondary school, so I don't think I lost out too badly.
Most expensive casual item of clothing ever bought.
Most expensive item of casual clothing. I don't really do expensive clothes, especially not with me at uni. Suits don't count as casual items of clothing, do they? Nah, didn't think so. In that case, it's either these jeans, because of that pretty much, or this jacket for the exact same reason. Both of them cost about £60, I think, but I could be wrong. We're still sticking with suits don't count, aren't we?
What was the first job you ever wanted as a kid?
I wanted to be a vet for a very long time. I'd still kind of like to, I suppose. I just can't help but feel I kind of shut that door when I started doing an economics degree. See, mine really isn't that interesting, but my sister, on the other hand, for about the first 9-10 years of her life, was determined that the job she wanted to do when she grew up was Tesco's checkout assistant. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a Tesco's checkout assistant, but aspiring to be that.
Tell us about your group of school friends.
My music nerd friends. Can't help but feel they probably know who they are already, but here goes. Joe, Andy, Ella and Anna. Thanks to the joys of school music and extracurricular music, it meant I actually hang out with these people more than I got to see my parents, which, there's worse things you can do, I suppose. Yeah, 9 till 5 most weekdays, plus sometimes weekends. It means you really get close to these people, and when you factor in the numerous trips and tours we've been on together, I know some of them a lot better than I'd actually like to. Thanks for putting up with me for as long as you did.
What would you name your kids?
Name my kids? Wow, I have never had to think about that. I think it's kind of really weird if you do. I mean, how would my eventual wife feel if on the day I first met her I told her I wanted 2 kids, 1 boy, 1 girl, and I was planning on naming one Xavier and another Annabella? She'd probably get a little freaked out. I mean, I'm just a little bit freaked out just thinking about it. I don't want to plan the future. I don't want to grow up. I don't want to be a mature adult. I know what a pain I was as a kid, and I don't know how I'd cope with a little me running around being all annoying and kid-like. If I had to decide, though, it would have to be something original and creative, but not so original and so creative that the child then gets bullied for it for the rest of their school careers. I've been lumbered with Christopher Luke for the last, well, 20 years now. There's quite a few Christopher Lukes in the world. It's not exactly the most inventive of names, is it?
Who do you want to answer the survey next?
Anyone who thinks they're awesome enough. So that could be anyone, because you are all awesome.